The brokerage here. KW is a franchise, so if you want to go to KW, interview multiple KW offices to see the difference, because we're not all the same. You don't have to interview, but just saying. And then the next sheet is the licensing fees, how much it would cost to get started, and then our training path, and then our class calendar, which is totally free. Just let us know if you're going to come to a class so that we can welcome you and make you feel comfortable. All right? Cool. All right. So thanks for taking time at the end of your busy day to come to see us present to you. Marco and Jen and I are part of the Associate Leadership Council, Keller Williams Philly, which is basically the top 20% of agents in the company. And we're super passionate about introducing people to a career in real estate, and more importantly, being honest about what it takes to get started and be successful. So, and there's extra.
Yeah, I think they have them at the.
Yes, but the new people.
Yeah.
There's just an extra set right here in a chair. We're going to talk about, first I'm going to review some business planning fundamentals, and then Marco's going to talk about business doing fundamentals for real estate, and then Jen Singley is going to come in and talk to you about how she was a part-time agent and what that transition looked like for her when she became full-time. It's not, everybody's path is unique, so just take the nuggets that you can for you. And run with it. And we'll be staying here afterwards. Sorry, this goes in and out. We'll stay afterwards to answer your questions one-to-one, because we have a test prep group coming in at 7:30, so we want to be mindful of that. All right, cool. So the sales funnel. Has anybody here heard of what a sales funnel is and can tell the class what a sales funnel is? All right, well, as the funnel shows you got to talk to a lot of people in order to get a deal. So not everybody that you talk to is going to need to move. So if you think about it, everybody moves maybe on average every 10 years. So what percentage of the population might need to move at any given time? 1 in 10. 10%, exactly, thank you. So if 10% of people need to move, it's up to you to talk to 10 people to find the one. And then not everybody that you even meet with will sign to be a client. And not everybody who signs to be a client is going to actually go under contract. Have you ever heard of anybody losing their job? Yeah, so I just was talking to an agent whose first buyer went under contract, lost her job, or the financing fell through. I don't know if she lost her job, but things happen. So you always need to talk to more people than you think you need to, meet with more people than you think you need to, sign more people than you think you need to, make more offers than you think you need to, so that you can close enough people, so at the end of the day, you can earn that 100,000 or whatever your target number is. So the way our commission splits work here is that you're maxed out at contributing $25,000 plus $3,000 to the company and to the franchise. So in order to net $100,000 in income, you need to earn $128,000 in gross commission. And I'm going to show you how that breaks down. So KW Philly, our average sales price is $287. So I ran the numbers, hypothetically a house at $260, just to be a little bit more conservative. And we're not, commissions run usually 2.5% to 3%. So I just used the middle number, so 2.75. So if you did 18 deals a year at $260 with a middle of the road commission, that will yield the 128. So who could do the math and tell me how many deals is that per year? Per month. 18 deals a year.
1.5.
1.5. And can you sell a half a house? No. So in real estate, everything you do today is going to have a lag effect. The people you call today are not immediately going to say, yeah, show me a house, I want to buy it, and put it under contract. And then even if they wanted to buy it today, there's probably at least a week or 2 or 3 or 4 before they can settle. So anything that you do today is going to take 60 to 90 days for you to see. And if you think about a hockey stick, it's like kind of long and then has a sharp rise. That's your activities and the results. So your activities, this is why people get frustrated and leave, and why they leave before they actually start to see results, because it looks like nothing's really happening, nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden, I'm seeing the activity upstairs and they're like shocked. It's like, but you've been listening. You've been doing what everybody's been telling you to do, you know? So you've been doing the right things. So essentially, it's going to take a little bit of time to build that momentum until you start seeing the results. So here's just an example of, you know, start building the habit of getting 1 deal a month closed. 1 deal, 1 deal, 1 deal, and then get in the habit of getting 2 deals, 2 deals, 2 deals, and then 3, 3, 3. And then by the time you get to 3, 3, 3, you need to save money and hire an assistant. All right. So in order to have 1 to 2 closings a month, that means that you need to have an appointment a week. You need to meet with a buyer or a seller every single week that would like to buy or sell a home, ideally within the next 1 to 6 months. So this might look like meeting Susie and then talking to 123 Main Street sellers, then Broad Street sellers, and then Jake and then Abby. And usually when you meet with one person, that could lead to another referral, or you sign a listing, and that could lead to getting more buyers or more sellers based on the activities you do around that. So out of those 4 to 5 appointments, you only actually need to sign 2 of them as clients. Because again, this is a sales funnel. We're talking about big to little, so we're working backwards. We're working from little to big. We went from 18 deals a year, so basically 1 to 2 a month. We need 1 appointment a week, and now we need just to sign 2 people. And that leads us back to how many people to talk to. We're talking about 50 to 100 contacts a week. So we're going to talk about different activities and how to make yourself, even as a new agent, seem valid and make people want to work with you, which primarily is related to your trust factor with them and whether they like you. So it's easy to get business if you just sound confident and know that you have the brokerage behind you to help you get the deal and do the work. So you want to figure out 10 to 20 hours a week. So half your job is getting the business, and then your other half of your job is doing the business. So here's a summary. So 18 deals at $260 gets you to the $100,000 in income. You need to talk to 50 to 100 people a week to get 1 appointment per week, and then sign 1 out of every 2 appointments into clients, and then close 1 to 2 people per month. How complicated does that seem?
Easier said than done.
Yes, we have a saying at Keller Williams that success is simple, not easy. Like, does this seem pretty simple though?
Yes.
It's really simple. And why do we make it harder than it needs to be?
I wish I could answer that.
Because we're human. We all want to make it more complicated. So after I just wrap up this little segment, Marco's going to talk about activities to do. And just remember, when it's this simple, all you need to do is focus on the activities that will get you the appointment every single week. That's all you need to do in real estate, is just focus on getting that one single appointment every week. And the rest is just superfluous. It's not necessary. And then make sure you get it on your calendar. Because if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. And then lastly, who's going to help you along the way? So when we started, just in the Q&A section before we started, we talked about how we have a variety of options at the company, whether it's the productivity coach, Mackenzie's here, she's the director of agent services for onboarding. You can interview with teams. We have Jesse, who's our assistant team leader, Jeremy, our team leader. So these are all people that are here to support you. And the more you engage, the more help you will get and the more accountability. And then of course, you can always hire a coach, like the productivity coach or a peer partner. And then an online accountability platform, which is my favorite. You can check it out later on your own on stick.com. Any questions about how to get to the 100,000 as far as the money or the numbers go? All right. Yeah, Jen.
Can you explain what you mean by sign 1 out of every 2 appointments? Because this is something I wasn't familiar about.
Oh, sure. So when you see somebody's like for sale sign on a house, they've signed paperwork that basically says that the seller will pay the agent money to sell the house. And you can also do that with a buyer. So you're basically saying, the buyer is saying, I'm hiring you exclusively to represent me in this transaction. And that's how you make sure that you get paid when you help that person achieve their goal. Any other clarification questions? Sometimes we talk in lingo. Anything? All right, awesome, cool. All right, Marco, you are up. You are up.